all began in Paraguay. For the very first time, the Dakar Rally came to the country known as the heart of South America for the start of the 39th edition of the world's most famous rally raid. Welcome to Paraguay, welcome to Dakar 2017. The Paraguayan capital, Asunción, welcomed the competitors for 2 days of checks and scrutineering before the official presentation on New Year's Day.
Gracias, Paraguay!
The rain didn't dampen spirits as Paraguayan President Horacio Cartes was joined by his Bolivian counterpart Evo Morales to see off the riders and drivers. Paraguay's Minister of Tourism Marcela Basigalupo also came along to inspect preparations for the rally. Perhaps she'll be participating in 2018. Meanwhile, five-time bike champion Mark Coma, now the Dakar's sporting director, outlined the tough route of this 39th edition. Well, physically it promises to be an extremely difficult Dakar. The conditions here in Paraguay are tough, with heat and humidity. Then we'll head to Bolivia with different conditions, and of course the altitude, which will be very tough on the bodies. After that we will finish off with Argentina, which will have the hottest conditions of the entire rally. And of course, very long distances after many days of racing. So I'm expecting it to be a very tough Dakar indeed, especially physically speaking. In 2016, Toby Price became the first non-European to win the Dakar, the Aussie star looking to double up in the bikes.
We're ready to go in and go to battle again and hopefully try and come out on top.
But there were plenty of riders looking to end KTM's 15-year dominance in the bikes, starting with Stefan Svidko and Pablo Quintanilla, who completed the podium last year. Honda also boasting a strong lineup. In the cars, meanwhile, Toyota were looking to 2011 champion Nasser Al-Attiyah to seal them a first title.
Really, I enjoy a lot with the Toyota. It's a great car and we try to win Dakar for first time.
Al-Attiyah's former team Mini also preparing hard, their campaign led by Flying Finn, Mikko Hirvonen. But could they topple the French giants Peugeot, boasting 18 Dakar wins, and Mr. Dakar himself, Stefan Pitterhansel? Every year I set off to try and win, that's for sure. Well, the first stage ran from Asunción to Resistencia in Argentina with a short 39-kilometre special. Toby Price then the man to get the 2017 Dakar officially underway, the defending champion in the bikes, taking things nice and easy. The Stage 1 winner was Xavier de Sultre, the Frenchman securing his first ever Dakar stage victory. Of course it's fantastic because this is the toughest race in the world, but there's still a very long way to go. So Nasser Al-Attiyah making his Dakar debut for Toyota, and the 2011 winner got off to the ideal start, winning the first stage by 24 seconds. But he and co-driver Mathieu Baumel survived a scare just after the end of the special when their engine caught fire. Well, the fire eventually extinguished, but it was a long tow back to the bivouac in Resistencia. Spanish driver Javier Pons also made an excellent start. The former WRC man who made his Dakar debut last year, coming in second behind Al-Attiyah. He was the only Ford in the top 10. Coming second in the first stage is incredible. It's a dream come true. I'm very happy. He's the new wonder kid of French rally raid. For his second Dakar, 25-year-old Adrien van Beveren is one of the leading riders of the Yamaha factory team. I ride my bike because I love it. I have a real passion for bikes. Now it's my job, which is fantastic, and I'm very proud. But it all began Yeah, people talk to me about that wheelie all the time. The helicopter was right there and the track was just right, so I went up on one wheel alongside the helicopter. It was very natural, but that's how I live. It's how I see my sport. For his first Dakar, Van Beveren was certainly spectacular, but also very impressive for a newcomer on the Dakar. But when I was 15, I knew the Dakar was something I wanted to do later in my career. I didn't expect it to come along so early. But then when I was offered the chance to do it, I felt that I was ready.
En fait, quand on m'en a parlé, je me suis senti capable.
Well, coming sixth and being the best French rider on the Dakar opened quite a few doors. It also gave me confidence. Winning the Enduro de Touquet just afterwards was the icing on the cake. But I work a lot for that, you know. I work hard to be good and to become the best. It's great when it pays off, like it did last year. Don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm on the right path and it's working out pretty well so far. But it doesn't mean that I'm coming for a walk in the park. If I feel that I have to slow down and avoid taking risks that might be necessary to win, then I won't take them this year. Van Beveren, a man already being compared to former Yamaha legend Stefan Peterhansel. Adios Paraguay, it is the first full stage in Argentina, 803 kilometres to be covered and what promises to be a very fast special. Well, after a fairly modest opening stage, Toby Price was out to show who's boss. KTM leader cruising to victory, coming in over 3 minutes clear of the next rider to take the overall lead. Well, the top riders were hitting speeds of up to 180 kilometres an hour, although they did have to be careful with some of the local livestock also using the roads. Honda veteran Paulo Gonçalves continuing his fine start, coming in third for the second straight day. In the cars, Alatia continued his good start by coming in second on stage 2. More importantly, no sign of any problems after yesterday's fire. Bad news though for Xavi Ponce, his Ford sustaining damage after a roll, and a real shame after yesterday's excellent results. But the stage winner was Peugeot's Sébastien Loeb, the 9-time WRC champion, going top of the standings. 2 victories on the Dakar, one with Volkswagen and one with Mini. But Nasser Al-Attiyah is a man of challenges, new challenges. The goal for 2017 is to conquer glory with Toyota on the world's toughest off-road rally.
This is your old home?
Yeah. It's expired home now. This is my new home.
After 2 years with the X-Raid Mini team, the Qatari is now part of the Toyota family for his 13th Dakar. Well, I was waiting for the green light. He was in Qatar and we started exchanging by WhatsApp, and then we simply did a first rally together. With Nasser, sometimes at the beginning you're not sure what tomorrow is going to bring, but we started winning from our first race together and it never stopped. And now I think that we're a real team. 6 races with Toyota, 6 victories for Al-Attiyah. Quite a start.
Toyota is nice to drive, you know. It's a petrol engine, you know, and a lot of noise, and it's fun. And now I think with the new regulation, with everything, you know, all the cars 38 mil restrictor, I think it's a fair, you know, for everybody.
We've gone from amateur status to genuine outsiders.
Will be fantastic to win also for me and for Toyota, because Toyota never win Dakar.
To go off-road and uphill in this third outing between San Miguel de Tucumán and San Salvador de Jujuy. turned out to be a day of chaos and confusion. Gerard Fares losing his way here in the dusty wilderness, but he wouldn't be the only one. Diego Duplessis joining the fun in what was a crazy start to the first special. Home hopeful Franco Kaimi taking a tumble meanwhile. Sam Sunderland certainly had a better day than his KTM teammates Toby Price and Matthias Vorkner. He came second to go second overall. But this one was all about Joan Barreda, a stunning performance from the Honda leader to win by 13 minutes and 29 seconds. In the car's overnight leader Sebastian Loeb struggled with navigation. He got a bit lost and stopped to change a puncture, but he still managed the third quickest time on the stage. Alatia overtook Loeb in the stage, but a big crash was on the horizon. More problems for the Toyota squad meanwhile. Teammates De Villiers and Roma coming together. Both suffered other problems on the stage. Hirvonen leading the attack for the Mini team. The Finn keen to get a podium this year after coming fourth in his Dakar debut last year. Good stage for him, he was the quickest non-Peugeot, fourth on the day. After stages 1 and 2 put him down the running order, Stefan Petterhansel started living up to his name as Mr. Dakar, the French veteran making the most of his rival's woes to snatch his first stage win of the year. We weren't in full-out attack mode, but we drove very cleanly without losing time, and it paid off. The main thing was that I saw the two Toyotas stopped, and Nasser, I think, was working on his car. Alatia's dream of a win for Toyota disappearing then as the Qatari lost a wheel and the car beyond repair.
We hit a big rock with a big hole, and we take the wheel completely off, and after, we come 80 kilometers to here without wheel.
Are you okay?
The Dakar hit a cruising altitude of over 3,500 meters as the rally moved north from Argentina into Bolivia. On the menu, sand and lots of it. The riders will have to navigate their way through the Fesh and the dunes, all the while dealing with the increase in altitude. Well, having lost time yesterday, Price was looking to bounce back, but disaster was just around the corner for the KTM leader. With most of the day's special completed, he crashed and broke his leg, ending his hopes of a second straight crown. Frenchman Adrien van Beveren looking to boost his challenge for Yamaha, but he was outdone by one of his fellow compatriots. That was this man, Michael Metsch of Honda. He's retired from the last 2 Dakars, but he put in a strong shift here to finish in 3rd place. Joan Barreda snatched the overall lead after a magnificent win on stage 3, and 2nd place here was enough to push his advantage out to over 18 minutes. But Barreda didn't do quite enough to take a 2nd consecutive stage win, surprised late on by a charge from Matthias Vorkner, the Austrian providing a silver lining on a black day for KTM. And yet there was to be another twist in the tale. The Honda factory riders, including Barreda and Gonçalves, were hit with a 1-hour penalty following an illegal refuel on the stage. A hammer blow to Honda's chances of finally ending their Dakar drought, which stretches back to 1989. A very big crash for former Dakar winner Carlos Sainz, rolling his Peugeot at high speed off the stage and down a ravine. We went wide on one corner and rolled the car. I couldn't do anything. The rally is over for us. Hirvonen was enjoying the technical sections and he came at second quickest on the stage, expertly navigated by Michel Perrin, the Frenchman. But it was Cyril Dupre who started the day over 15 minutes down, who won the stage. It's his first stage victory since switching from bikes to cars, and some of that experience as a 5-time Dakar winner shining through. It was a long and a hard stage with many traps and with tracks that were not easy to read. It was a real Dakar stage.
Vraie étape de Dakar.